Okay, so earlier today, I went onto RealBenex's Twitch stream. If you don't know who that is, he's a Minecraft speedrunner, YouTuber, Twitch streamer, former world record holder. I'll put all his links in the description. Check out his Twitch and his YouTube. The speedrun in the video today that we're talking about is his, so all this content belongs to him. And he's a really good speedrunner, so definitely check him out if you don't know about him already. Anyway, I went onto his stream, and the very first run I saw him do was this one. And it was just such a crazy run that I just felt like I had to make a video about it. Because the thing about this run is it had extremely good world record potential. Pretty much 90% of the run went completely right and was well executed and everything. And then the very end got very unlucky. And we'll get to what went wrong there at the end, so stick around to find out. But I figured I would make an analysis video of this like I would for a normal Minecraft world record, because I thought it was a very interesting run. But anyway, looking at the run, as we can see, he's got a desert village right off the bat here, and that's really good. And he got plenty of iron from the blacksmith, so he can make his bucket, he can make his flint and steel, and he also makes an iron pick here right off the bat. He doesn't even have to get trees because he picks up the sticks from the desert. He got the iron from the blacksmith, so he's all set in that category. But the thing about this run, it's not one of those runs where it's like, oh, if the ending goes perfectly, it could be world record, so I might as well keep going. It's one of those runs where it's like, wow, this could easily be world record. I just need to not screw it up, hope I don't get really unlucky, and I should have world record. And that's what it was, and what happened was he got really unlucky. So it was really exciting to watch. It was by far the closest I've ever come to seeing a world record set live, but obviously it was also disappointing the way it ended, but we'll get to that at the end. So here he's got a desert pyramid on his left and the ruined portal up here on his right. He decides to just go right for the portal, and you know someone's serious about going for world record attempts when they have a temple that they just skip 3 minutes in just to save a little bit of time. This is a good ruined portal because there's enough lava in it to make a portal from scratch, so he just has to come over here, get gravel to get his flint for the flint and steel, and go make the portal and get into the nether. And this is a really good pace going into the nether. It's going to be around 4 minutes. So there's the portal complete, and he's into the nether at just over 4 minutes. And lo and behold, he spawns right on a fortress. An amazing spawn. It's got blazes all around him, so this is a pretty perfect nether spawn, especially in 1.16, with fortresses being so much rarer. Spawning directly in one is so rare, extremely lucky, fantastic feeling when it happens to you. And he's getting some gold from these chests too, so he might not even have to mine any when he goes trading. And like I was saying, pretty much everything goes perfectly in this run up until the end. That includes the blaze drops. So far he's 2 for 3, but it's gonna keep getting better as he kills more. Now, he did spend a little time considering pursuing that blaze when he could have been running off fighting other blazes, so I suppose that's a small amount of time lost, but pretty inconsequential compared to the amount of time he's going to save over the average run, just through how good of a seed it is, and, you know, how advanced of a speedrunner he is. He's fought a few blazes, but he still has not found a blaze spawner. He hasn't found an actual blaze spawner. And he's got a lot of gold now from the chests. He's got about 10, which is, you know, if you get really lucky, which I wonder if he will, can be enough to get you all the pearls you need. And now he's found the part of the fortress, which is going to have the blaze spawner. Now he can really get down to business and get all these blaze rods. And now he's gotten 6 for 9 on the blaze rod drops, which is really good. You got a 50% chance of getting a blaze rod when you kill a blaze, so 6 out of 9 is really good. And he decides to leave with just 6, which is more and more common nowadays as the runs get lowered. And anyway, he finds some blazes over by this other portal, or rather by this other spawner here anyway. Gets another blaze rod out of it. He's good on the blaze rods. He's still at under 8 minutes. So all he's got to do now is take all this gold he got from the chests, go find some piglins, and trade. Now at this point in the run, you know that it's a good attempt. And he almost got hit off there and died, and this video would have never been made. But let's just ignore that. At this point in runs, you know that it's got really good potential. Finding the fortress in the first place is probably the most luck-based part of the run. The last large RNG element left is finding the, or rather trading for the pearls. We'll see how well that goes from here, but spoiler alert, it's gonna go really well. He's only got 12 gold, which is not that much. He's just looking around for some piglins here. They're not as close as would be ideal, necessarily. They're not far, and the perfect fortress spawn sort of makes up for that, I'd say. So he tosses half his gold to that one guy, gives the rest to this other piglin. And this is the moment of truth when you're watching the speedrun. And he's got 7 pearls right away. That's really exciting. He gets 4 more right there. So he's got 11 pearls all of a sudden in like 3 gold or so, which is incredibly lucky. And he comes back over just to double check for anything, and he gets 6 more pearls. So that might be the luckiest pearl trading I've ever seen. To get 17 pearls in the span of like 10 gold. They were all from the same piglin actually, so it's in the span of like 5 gold. That's just nuts. That's a pretty insanely good nether. So this is exactly the kind of stuff you see in world records. You know, you see someone go in the nether, get a super good spawn, get good blaze drop rates, get super good pearl trades, and then they're freaking out from the pressure. They know this is a fantastic run, and then they get world record. Unless something goes horribly wrong. So we'll have to see about that. Now he's out of the nether, a little under 11 minutes. All the pearls he's gonna need. All the eyes, that is. One thing that should be noted, he's only got 5 or 6 beds right now, which obviously is not gonna be enough to one-cycle the dragon. This being the insane run that it is, he just gets a second village right there. Right in the direction he has to go. And normally, it would be a pretty big waste of time to go there, maybe not even worth it. But he's got all these extra pearls, so he can just pearl over, save a ton of time. And these are the kind of strats that get utilized 1 in a million times. That's just how fantastic the first 80% of this run is. So he's just going in, grabbing some beds, getting a few extra just to be sure. He mentions during the stream that he's not super confident about his one-cycling ability. At least not with 7 beds, which is the most advanced form of doing it. Well, to be fair, it's possible with 5 beds, but 7 beds is generally considered the standard for high-level speedrunners. But Benex mentions he doesn't always feel like 7 beds is enough for him, so he decides to get a few extra. And why not? He's got plenty that he can get. And another thing about this seed, the Stronghold is across an ocean, which is good because you can travel faster in boats in Minecraft than you can on land. So a stronghold being across an ocean always saves time. And when I was watching the stream, I thought that coral reef there was the stronghold for a second, and I started freaking out. I was like, stronghold at 13 minutes. This is the most insane run ever. But no, he's got a ways to go before he finds a stronghold. I just remember the chat was so hype when we were watching this because it was an incredibly good pace. Just incredibly good pace. Perfect, pretty much perfect RNG so far the whole run. So, traveling to the stronghold, pretty boring, not much to talk about. You should definitely go check out Benex. His Twitch and YouTube are going to be in the description. He streams almost daily Minecraft speedruns. He's one of the top speedrunners out there. And if you're interested in speedruns, if you like this video so far, click on the channel, and you'll see a few more Minecraft speedrun analysis videos for former world records, among other things. Be sure to check those out, and if you enjoy this video, of course, be sure to like, be sure to show your support down in the comments if you want to, and we would always appreciate a subscription. We're trying to get to 100 subs, and we would be very grateful for your support. We're getting down towards the end of the run here. He's close to where Stronghold would normally be, coordinate-wise, distance from spawn-wise, and he's going to throw another Eye of Ender in just a few seconds here. So that angle there tells him that he's very close. The line that he was following before was cutting into this island. That one shows that it intersects right here, right around the island, so he knows the Stronghold is pretty much right here. So he decides to start digging down. Now, this is when things started getting a little worrying. He's digging pretty low, hasn't found the stronghold. I know, I was getting a little anxious that he wasn't going to be able to find it. You can tell he's kind of disappointed. But he gets all the way down there, builds back up a bit, digs out, and there it is. Run saved. It was almost a disaster. But then this happened. There it is. hidden behind a wall in one of the first rooms he went into, just down a hallway. Finding the portal room extremely slow, and he is officially off world record pace. He's past ODs this time, but if we're going by the official world record, which is a 1946, I believe, by the Sizzler, he's got no shot at it anymore. Unless the dragon immediately perches, this run could be saved. And then this happened. So yeah, the dragon takes about, what, 4 or 5 minutes to come down. No big deal. Just one of the slowest dragons I have ever witnessed. One of the slowest strongholds I have ever witnessed. Just an absolutely perfect beginning, absolutely horrific ending. It says a lot about how good the beginning of this run was, that the ending took like 8-9 minutes once he got in the stronghold, and it was still a 23-minute run. Still a pretty good time. His PB was a low 22-minute, I believe, so it could have still easily beaten his PB after he got into the end with like an average dragon perch, but it wasn't meant to be. So yeah, that about sums it up for this video. That was one of the most insane runs I've ever watched, so I felt like I had to make a video about it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know down in the comments what you thought of the video. If you want to see more of these analysis videos of speedruns, even ones that aren't necessarily world records. And as always, remember to show your support on the video. And that's about it for today, so I will see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching.